Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, as usual. Cynthia here, checking in from Kota Kinabalu, Sabah. Happy Sunday. I hope you all have a great Sunday today. I just came back from breakfast with my husband, and we went to buy some veggies, thinking to make some salads today, because I think the last few days we had a little bit of too much meat. So today we'll go light on the meat and opt for more veggies today. Today's topic is day 26, and it's asking what do I do to keep fit. I guess if you all have followed me in my business page, you all knew that I do work out as often as I can in a week, at least 2 to 3 times a week. And the exercise that I do is actually body pump, which is strength training, and also body combat, which is a mixed martial arts workout. And once in a while I'll do body balance, which is more like yoga and stretching. These are the 3 exercises that I do to keep fit. Actually, it's not so much to say keep fit lah, but I would say I prefer not to be, just not doing anything. I love movements, and I cannot just sit still, so I'm that kind of person who just cannot sit still. So I'd rather opt for exercises, things that I can physically do, and sweat and all that. So it actually makes me feel good. And like I also used to say, I work out is because I want to keep myself with that mindset of not giving up. Because when you do a workout, right, you actually strive and push yourself to the maximum when you want to get that whole workout done properly, so you keep on pushing yourself, that you can do it. So in that kind of mindset actually helps me to apply in my daily life, and my online business, and anything that I do in life. So that's why that's the reason actually why I love workout, because it actually gives me that kind of mindset. So I practice that, and it applies to my daily lives. And of course, another thing that I do to keep fit or to be healthy is I do intermittent fasting as well. As often as I do, I actually try to have it like daily. Actually, I actually practice it daily, but only once in a while I'll opt for like 24 hours fast if I can tahan lah. Otherwise, I'll try to go as long as I can, because it actually helps in recycling all the the bad cells and all that inside our body. So we need to flush that out. It's more like people say detox, but this one is more of like cleansing of our cells inside the body. So they call it autophagy. Maybe you can Google it out. So I opt for this intermittent fasting, and I try to do it as long as I can. At the moment now, I'm practicing a 20-24, which is 20 hours of fasting and 4 hours of eating windows. So during the eating windows, I will eat whatever I want. I don't restrict certain things, but I just eat whatever I want in that 4 hours. And normally it's just one meal you will actually be full already. So they also call it a 1 meal a day, which is an OMAD, OMAD. It's also 1 meal a day. I also practice this. That is what I do to keep fit. And like I said, not so much to keep fit, but just to be healthy, as I don't wish to have I don't wish to grow old, not having a quality life. Because if you have so much money but you don't have the quality of life, it's actually equals to 0, right? Because health is actually wealth, and I'm already in my 50s, so I think it's really time to look into keeping myself healthy, keeping myself you know, at tip-top condition, so that I don't need to burden my kids if I have anything. And I actually don't wish to do that, so that's why that's why for me, I take care of myself very much. I really do, because I've had my parents who are, you know, my mom who just passed away with a sudden accident, no sickness, nothing, and she actually you know, just go very peacefully. But instead, my father was bedridden for almost 1 year plus, and he had a stroke. So I can see the difference between, you know, a quality life and a person with no quality of life. You know, it's like, it's really meaningless when you know, you just lie in the bed, you can't do anything. So for him, it's actually really suffering. And for us kids, watching him like that is much more suffering. So after seeing both my parents, you know, situation like that, I decided that I don't want to go through. If I can, I choose not to go through what my father has, but instead, you know, I would rather God just take me away like that, and you know, not having to burden anybody, and also I don't have to suffer. So of course, in the meantime, to do that, I keep myself in, you know, as healthy as I can. I look after myself. I make sure I do my medical checkups every 3 to 4, 5 years, you know, and also eat healthily, eat moderately, and you know, exercise and work out, and yeah, just keep myself moving, you know. That's what I do to keep fit. I hope you all, you know, just adopt an exercise, a workout, you know, because it actually makes a difference if you really, you know, work out, even though it's just 20 minutes a day, or even 10 minutes to 15 minutes a day. You know, it actually makes a difference, because it's not so much of the intensity, but it's the consistency. So at the end of the day, you know, after 1 month, you will see difference in yourself, you know, that even though you just did 10 minutes a day, 3 times a week, you will see the difference in, you know, your physically, and also, you know, your mind and your body. You can feel it. I definitely you know, stress that you all take up exercise. It's really helps, and it's you know, it's a healthy way lah. I mean, because nowadays we sit so much, you know, in front of the camera, you know, or in front of the PC and all that, or even, you know, sitting with our phone, you know, everywhere we go, it's just, you know, phones everywhere, and then it's just no movement and no physical movement. I think it's really unhealthy. That's why you know, actually I'm quite worried about, you know, nowadays kids, because they grew up with, you know, I mean, this morning I went breakfast with my husband, and you know, opposite table here and there, left and right, you can see, you know, parents with very young kids. I think it's like just less than 5 years old, already one person holding an iPad, you know, sitting on the table there. So I mean, you can imagine if, you know, they grew up that way in their later years, you know, I can't imagine really. So I actually would encourage, you know, parents to bring their kids, go out to the park, you know, have a run, you know, or fly kites, or, you know, chase dogs or whatever, you know, run or walk the dog or anything. I think as long as, you know, you sweat it out, I think it actually feels very good, and, you know, the kids also become more active. That's why, because nowadays you also can see a lot of kids very young. They have already, you know, had obesity problems and all that, eating problems, you know, and it's really, you know, disappointing to see that, I would say, because yeah, nowadays our world is evolving, technology is so good, but then people's health are depriving because of that, because too easy already, and then, you know, people are lazy to move around. They just rather stay at home, you know, comfortably, you know, playing the telephone, watching TVs, and online games and all these things, and you know, rather not go out and, you know, just walk. Sometimes I think it's quite unhealthy lah. I mean, we are all we age, you know, we age no matter what. So you can't say that I'm young now, it's okay, I can still take it. Yes, it is. But how long can it goes, right? Because nowadays even high blood pressures, diabetes and all the three highs happens to people just less than 30 years old, not only above 30 years old. So I think it's really time that, you know, not so much of, you know, like slimming down and all that, but really keeping ourselves healthy and you know, fit, so that we have a good quality of life, right? I hope you all agree with me. Thanks, Lucy, for signing in. Yes, I agree. Bonding is also very important. Yes, bring the kids to the park, you know. It's also a good chance to bond with your children, you know, have a time like, you know, really play, and instead of they go into their room playing online game and you watching TV in your living room. Nowadays, it's really, you know, life is just like that. I think it's really sad. I think I mean, I really see that it's not so good. I don't like that way, you know. I don't know, but sometimes it's, I guess, yeah, parents would say it's easy to say than done. Yeah, but I know, because looking after young kids is not easy. But I think also you would agree that bonding is still very important. So try to have some, you know, activities where, you know, you can really bond with your kids, and take away their iPads, take away their handphone, at least for 1-2 hours. I'm sure it's okay, right? they won't I mean, they won't die or whatever, right? At least tell them that it's time to bond. No gadgets, no, you know, no nothing and all those, just you and me playing, you know, physically and sweating it out. I think that's one thing we need to really, you know, enforce it, so that our future kids will have a better life as well. I hope you all agree, and yep, have a good Sunday. I leave you all again to, you know, to the next half of the day, and had a great time with your family. Go out to the park, still early, right? And yeah, enjoy yourself, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.